In our last update, we gave you just one resistance area, which came in just above price between $89,000 and $90,000. And what I said was that if you broke above this area, then you should expect a pretty easy move towards $95,000 and even higher prices. And if you go over to the charts, as you can see, this was our resistance area around this level, but price simply went through it and moved pretty easily once again towards $95,000, and it does seem like it wants to take out this high. So as usual, before we dive into today's price action, what did I do since our last update? Well, not a whole lot, simply because I remained long and chill. But what happened after our last video, we headed into our resistance area with an imbalance. So personally, I was waiting for a short trigger, but it didn't happen. Price simply continued higher. And at this point, I just decided to not take a short position because price simply looked too strong. And in the end, of course, it was the right choice because price continued higher. And as I just showed you, it does look like it wants to take out $95,000. So then 2 days ago, we analyzed a pretty interesting support area for potential long position, which was around $91,000. Price did drop very close to it. We had a 30-minute imbalance, but unfortunately, it did decide to front run this support area by less than $100, and this 30-minute imbalance did end up offering the low for a reversal to the upside. And today, again, personally, I still haven't taken any short position and would still like to see higher prices. So that's mainly it for Bitcoin, and a quick update for myself on altcoins. I have gotten back into trading altcoins, and imbalances still call pretty much the exact bottom on altcoins. I have traded 2 coins and got very nice returns, even though we did call the bottom on many coins like Solana. As you can see right there, I had this support area if the chart can load. So I had this support, we got the reaction, we got the daily imbalance, but I didn't trade it simply because I was too focused on Bitcoin. And you can see that Solana got a massive bounce off our support level, and we did this for many other coins like XRP, for example. We had 1.65 as a support level, which also offered a massive bounce. So after missing these moves, even though again I did share these levels inside our Sunday live stream, I didn't take these trades because I was too focused on Bitcoin, but now I'm back to trading altcoins. Again, imbalances calling the bottom pretty much the exact dollar and offering pretty good returns. So from my side, again, I'm getting back into altcoin trading. So if anyone does have any coins that they want me to analyze, of course, you can leave them in the comments below. But now back to Bitcoin, let's go over to the charts and what can you expect next. But again, what happened there is pretty simple. We broke above our resistance, continued higher. We had this support level, which got front run with two 30-minute imbalances, marked a low, and is now moving higher again as you wanted to see. Personally, I still haven't opened any short positions. So what levels do we have above us and what levels do we have below us? So above us, of course, as mentioned in my last update, we have this high at $95,000, which you have to be aware of because we could get, for example, a failed auction above that level, in which case, if you drop back below it, then you could open a short position for a move a bit lower on the charts. But personally, honestly, this isn't my preferred scenario simply because so many people have been shorting this uptrend. So if you get a small failed auction above this high, I'm pretty sure that a lot of people will be shorting this. So with that said, if you just look a bit higher, what do you have there? Well, you have a 12-hour imbalance, which is also a daily imbalance. Personally, I would just mark out a small area right there, and this would be between $98,000 and $99,000 pretty much. And this would be a much more interesting short in my opinion. So if price is able to move up from here, hits that resistance, and you see a reaction, then in my view, this could offer a much better short position for a bigger reversal to the downside. And just like we did with the previous resistance, as usual, I would be waiting for reactions. If you just move up straight through it, of course, I will not be opening any short positions and will remain in my longs in Bitcoin and altcoins as well. So that's mainly what I'm looking for to the upside. On Bitcoin, we have this high, which could get taken out, and then you see a reversal. Personally, this isn't my preferred scenario, but just be aware of it. My preferred scenario would be a move into $98,000 and then a reversal to the downside. But then if we jump on the lower time frames, what levels do we have below us? Well, the first one, of course, does remain the same. It would be this support area around $91,000. However, if you lose this, I do want to mark out another area, which would be this 4-hour imbalance and this daily imbalance. So you will have pretty much a $1,000 area between 88.6 and 87.5. And if price does indeed come down and loses this area, then in my view, we can expect much lower prices. And honestly, I would love to see a move towards $81,000. And of course, if you lose this, then we can look for much lower prices. But at this point, we do have two pretty important supports. The first one will be around $91,000 and the second one between 87.5 and 88.5. The much more important support will be this one, because if you come down and you see a reaction, then of course this can offer a very nice long position for a move higher in the charts. However, if you lose it, then again, personally, I would love to see a move towards at least $81,000. So with all of that said, that was mainly it for this update. A quick recap. To the upside, I'm interested in two levels. The first one will be above $95,000 for a liquidity grab above this high. And if you see a failed auction, then this could offer a short position. But again, as I said, this isn't my preferred scenario. I would love to see $98,000 and then a bigger reversal lower. And then to the downside, we have a first support around $91,000. I have to say, because we have seen this move up now, I don't think that this one will be very important anymore, but just keep it in mind. However, if we do indeed drop from here, I think that a drop towards this area between 87.5 and 88.5 will be more likely, and this can also offer a very nice long position. So as usual, if you guys enjoyed this update, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.